The first fixed building specification to be designed is ventilation. Like most fixed building specifications, they are determined by the fabric performance chosen. Natural ventilation can be used if air exchanges are 4 exchanges or more. Any less than this, then it is recommended that a heat recovery system is used. Smaller dwellings and apartments should not be designed to have 3 air exchanges or less, because heat recovery systems for such small dwellings are not readily available. The living room area needs to be input into SAP. If natural ventilation is used, the number of intermittent fans found in kitchens and bathrooms and the number of passive vents normally found in living rooms are also required by SAP. The option chosen will be used to calculate the design performance of the dwelling. Generally speaking, 100% energy efficient lighting should be used no matter what performance level is required. SAP also requires the number of pendants in the dwelling. Stoves can be used as secondary heating sources when designing to the 2013 regulations or FEE standard. If designing to the extreme fabric design, it can be a main heating source and can replace the main boiler. A none option for stoves should be taken when designing apartments because they are not suitable. Solar panels are another secondary heating source and are recommended if a mid-sized and larger dwelling is struggling to achieve CO2 emission compliance with the 2013 regulations. Solar panels are not suitable for apartments and the none option should be taken. The software has a solar panel calculator. The user inputs the pitch of the roof, number of occupants and orientation, and the software will calculate the area of panels required. The software presents a storage water calculator that allows the user to design a hot water storage tank that is most suited to their project. If a combination boiler or community heating system is being used, then a storage tank is not required. The calculator determines the number of occupants of the dwelling and if a solar panel is being used, and the calculator works out the size of the tank in litres that is required. The depth of the factory fitted insulation is determined by the fabric performance chosen, and the size of the tank and the depth of insulation is used to calculate the design performance. The user can choose to use a rainwater harvester or reduce water usage to less than 120 litres per person per day. This is important in achieving credits for the Code for Sustainable Homes. Boiler section. The software only presents boilers with an efficiency of 90% when designing a specification to the 2013 regulations or FEE standard. If the fabric has been designed to the extreme fabric standard with air exchanges of 1 or less, then a boiler is not required. It is replaced with a secondary heating source like a wood or wood pellet stove combined with a heat recovery system. Our system is adaptable and flexible, and we will be adding different primary heating sources to our system. We are currently understanding more on how heat pumps work, and we will be shortly introducing this option. With the help of product manufacturers, we will be adding new fixed building systems to the design calculator. If in the design process the user wants to use a primary heating source not listed, they can do, but it will not be used by the online SAP to calculate the design performance of the dwelling. But it will be picked up by the compliance documentation in the online building control system and used by the OCDA to calculate the constructed performance. The more control on the heating system, the better. Again, if the fabric has been designed to the extreme fabric standard, then heating controls are not required, and a heat recovery system is used to control the heating. If a heating control system is used in the design and is not listed, It will not be picked up by the SAP 2012 to calculate the design performance, but it will be picked up by the online building control system and used to calculate the as constructed performance by the OCDA. Foresight will be constantly adding new insulation and fixed building products to the design calculator and providing the designer with the most cost-effective way of delivering design compliance. Each element of the Part L1A specification has been designed. We now need to find out if the decisions made are compliant with the performance level chosen.